Bruh.
Hey, traders, welcome to episode 722 of the show. You could be doing anything, but you're here, and I appreciate it. Mid-October, Bitcoin selling off, only down $154, when earlier today we were down over 200. So, good stuff there. Sorry, I'm still adjusting the audio. Oh my god. Yeah. Chronos Group. Dude, Chronos Group's insane. Alright. It's up like 37% after hours. I'll just show you real quick because I see a few people talking about it. Yeah, it's wild. This is we're like 1152, I think. Pretty much right around there. What was it? What's going on there? I get it. I don't know, being lazy, but this is it. You if all things stay the same, you know, pre-market tomorrow, this asset will gap up to this area right here. And where is that area, which is so wild, right? Sorry, let me blew past that Dyson channel. Where is it, right? It's like the trend we were in, we clearly broke out of. It's funny how we on the weekly tried to bullishly engulf and reverse and then just continue to sell and correct. So I mean, like, just your lows here, it's like a 95% retrace. But again, I think it was just earnings or something. There was no like real indication that it was gonna gap up like this. But there you go. That's the coin flip we play. So good job, Chronos. 37% up, $3.12. Insane. Right. So I don't know, man, if you saw the static video that was like, I don't know, 16 minutes long, where I looked at Bitcoin, I looked at Ethereum, Litecoin, XRP, and Bitcoin Cash. Didn't check it out. But I'm just going live like an hour before the daily close so we can see it together. Oh my god, dude, we were so close to the legendary number. I think you all know what it is. You all know. Okay. Hold on. Changing the music a little bit today too. And stock market continues to rise, unlike Bitcoin, where, I mean, again, dude, like, I don't know what you want me to say here. Like, if you want me to repeat the exact same thing I said in my static video, and I've been saying over and over and over nonstop. If you're looking for opportunity on Bitcoin, you could probably break lower and find better areas of value. Okay, that's it, right? And this is the idea, where you sell off once more, you develop the divergence on the oscillators, on the lower lows, near the 61.8% retrace from your lowest point to highest point, and then if that's the point from high to low, we got our 50% 618. Those are targets for trade on Bitcoin, and after that, it could just make a lower high than your previous highs, and then we dump again to lower prices. The correction continues. But we're not concerned about the longer term on Bitcoin. We're more concerned about trade setups. That's it, dude. That's all we're looking for. So 72.50 or so. Decent spot, even though we know it could go lower. That's just an approximation because there are supports at this area. Okay. But just as easily, if even it went lower, you know, wherever it went, your Fibonacci, you'd anchor. And you'd be looking for your 50% 618. Those would be your targets for the trade on the wedge, if it came to pass. Okay, we can do that XRP to BTC. I saw someone say that. Just because, well, we didn't look at it on the static video. Continuing to rise. No problem, man. This thing's been in a downtrend since Christmas Eve of 2018. What do you want? Finally, just kept diverging, even though we were diverging on the way down. Look at the just consistent divergence. Low, lower low, lowest low, every single time. Quadruple RSI. Divergence, bullish divergence, class A. And then from there, you know, you went sideways, you tried to find the bottom again, and that's when you broke the downsloping resistance. Okay, step one, break above. Step one is break out of the geometrical resistance. Step two, break an overhead resistance that was manufactured July 30th, 2019. Done. Okay, hold above it long enough. Then your next target's 4,049. You better break it, hold above it, break above the 200-day moving average. Stay there as long as you need to, and then rally again. And eventually, after 4,049, the next overhead resistance, you're gonna be looking for 5,600. Okay. After that, there's not much overhead resistance, right? It's just like you kind of just methodically went straight down. You never really created a discernible swing high. That's your XRP to BTC. Not bad, man. Not bad at all. Yeah, I saw that was it XMR Monero. Yeah, had a pretty decent day today, but whatever. Has been performing like some assets as of late, not really. How disappointing. It's easy though, easy to chart. I mean, yeah, you're bullishly engulfing today on Monero. Still don't know if the bottom's in. We don't know. I mean, look, I'm just looking at the tether chart here. Oh, what a freaking false breakout we had. Look at some of that divergence. Man, that's interesting. Okay, this is the way I had it plotted initially on Monero to the US dollar tether. And it's like you had a little false breakout. Look at this bullish engulfing false breakout. And then you're dumped right back in. Look at this huge wick up and then a big sell-off, and again the next day, and then just crapped out. And you can clearly see some sort of divergence, I guess, right? You could say it, man. I mean, it was a slightly lower low with higher levels of relative strength, whatever. No MACD divergence, though, right? This is the same situation we're looking at across the board for cryptos, the big cryptos, where they had the big spike in negative Momo on the Bitcoin dump. It's not Monero, and then it's finally built back positive Momo, and some volume came in, interestingly. But what you were looking for on the other assets is now we're seeing that waning positive Momo. Unlike this is now starting to build again, where eventually you'd want to see the lower levels of negative Momo, then you'd be having that real Class A bullish divergence on the daily, which is big time. So look, I mean, you know, I know there's a lot more data on other exchanges and charts, but this one's near the lowest point. I mean, that's a 99% retrace. And yeah, pretty nice looking downsloping channel. You could say the downtrend we've been in since we pinnacled at nearly $121. Now we're down to just $54. Lost over half your value in just a few months. Monero's gotten wrecked. Some people could argue you could definitely use log scale in this situation. It's so bad. Wow. Okay. Whales are being paid long term? No, wait. Whales are being paid to stay in Lincoln logs? It won't hold long term. I got you, dude. Wow. God, man. Who cares about that? Give me a sec. Oh, well. Actually, let's give it a gander. It's interesting on this one. I get, even though, look, man, it's an S coin, like it's a who cares coin, right? But very close to maybe, just maybe. Someone's like, can you look at quant to Bitcoin? It's like, normally we don't do the S coins these days as much, but you know, just looking at this asset, there's definitely a demand line that's being established from one low to another low, right? Oh, looky there, look here. Oh my God, can we just do it, please? Look here, look, listen. So there's a demand line, an upswing support, and you haven't touched it yet, have you? But there's also potentially some sort of scuffed harmonic, which could be close to a Gartley, and a 786 is your PCZ, which is down at 58,554 sats. Not quite there yet. Duplicating my... What is that, man? So maybe there's an opportunity down here, but you're going to have to go down a lot more, right? Talking like 8,000 more sats. Can you do it? Can you make it quant to BTC? I don't know. I'm just looking at this like we'd look at any asset that exists on a market that's not like crypto. Okay, so I don't know if it's going to play out, but I'm just analyzing the same. Okay, there's your quant, dude. Here's your quant. If you notice, yeah, birthday countdown. It's coming, man. Brace yourselves. I'm about to be older. I'm about to become more learned and wise. Lose more hair. And everything else that comes with getting older, okay? So thanks for sticking around with me from 1 year to the next. It's been a friggin' wild one. It's been the wildest year, I think, of my life, just based on what I do now, based on the Bitcoin bull run we had been in, from really when we had that first weekly bullish engulfing candle on the weekly, right? It was February 8th or something. And man, things just went nuts. But now things are doing kind of exactly like they did last year, where the volatility this time of the year is just flattening out a lot. So there's your quant, man. Hold on. Let me take notes here. I want to say. Really? Dude, legit. It's like if you're gonna like request multiple times in the stream for an asset, and then like I get done analyzing it, and then it's just like radio silence from that person who analyzed it. Taking notes, dude. Taking notes. Next time you ask for something, good luck, dude. Good friggin' luck. Anyway, you're welcome. So, I don't know on this one, man. I don't see much opportunity. I see a correction going on. One's like, can you look at Beyond Meat? Sure, here it is. You were in an uptrend and then you weren't. Look what's happened since you broke out. I don't know what kind of structure this is at all, man. Probably just a downsloping flag or something, a channel. I wouldn't consider this any part of the structure at all.
Look at total. Big bear flag. Measured move down at 170 to 180 billion. Looks to be good support area.
We can look at it. Rush, thanks for the threes, man. Really appreciate it, dude. Heading for the gap close. Oh yeah. Yeah, 105.80. 105.80. Way down. Yeah, I could see that for sure, man. It's like you have the big move up and then the correction. Corrections are not events. They are processes, whatever you want to say, man. Okay. Beyond Meat has earnings beginning of next month. Okay. So that's it, man. We probably, if find some sort of fib extension down there too. I don't know. 1618 is 113.77. So you fall down there, that minor previous low to high, yeah, it's not going to be good for you. Now, I guess we can go just see where, if we get some confluence on the gap fill from the inception price IPO to the high. Yeah. It's just in between the 618 and 786 thing. Okay. But remember, like, there's only a 22% chance you fill the gap, you're going to rebound, right? You might rebound and then sell up again to lower prices. And remember, the 786 and the 886, those are value areas, so that's where people might start buying again. Remember, like, if you look at the daily, there is no hint at all of kind of impending price action reversal to the upsides. Okay. Well, YouTube still bugs. No one can like. Sweet. Thanks, Peggy. Oh yeah, I guess it is my birthday in Australia. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Right? Yes, this is the daily, right? You just got like bearish convergence, though you are a little over sold, whatever, right? Maybe the 618, that's why we might rally to make a lower high in the previous size stay confined within the parameters of a little downtrend, and then we go again to the downside, fill the gap, and then maybe even lower. Sweet. Here is an asset Larley went in, I don't know, maybe a week ago or more, maybe 2 weeks ago. And this is log scale, and the divergence was so extreme, right? You got impending price action, boom, popped up and sold off, but then you made the higher low. Happens all the time. Higher low, and now we're going, and this week, what are we painting? What is being painted this week? A bullish engulfing candle. And the week I think he went long, maybe on the daily was a hammer, but it looks like just a bullish Arami, whatever, you know. If we could break this, there's a lot of upside potential, just going from the high point to the low point. Understand, we did hit a 236, so we have a confirmed, bottom. You would say it's like accurate for Fibonacci. Remember, you hit a 236, you know there's a valid anchor point for a swing low on your fibs. Okay, so just simply 50%. That's 1173. Dang, dude, that'd be sick gains right there. And then maybe if you're lucky, a 618. You're just standard wedge connect. So maybe you break out. All I said he'd add his position. We get a break hook and go confirmation. Then we could go, right? Hype. But we're right at that downsloping resistance. So we will see, man. Nice. Very nice. Okay, and then there's I was showing him right after that my trade's been in it a couple days or a few days. What's happened is you didn't get a bearish engulfing per se, but you did get a lower low, like in the short term. Oh wow, oh my god, I'm gonna go to total. Sorry. Jeez.
Appreciate your time and dedication. You are the TA sensei.
Thanks, Pivotal Point, for the elite contribution, the Neo Connect in the jar. Much love. I don't know about that, dude. I'm just a normal guy that loves charts and loves hanging out with y'all and streaming. Okay, it's all a lot of fun. And you get used to volatility, you get used to craziness, and things settle down. You're like, okay, gotta recalibrate. You gotta remember the ebbs and flows of what I do. So, thank you, dude. Look at total. So, what were you saying? It looks almost like Bitcoin. Here's total, dude. Here's your total connect. Okay, so huge wedge, ran up, contraction, more distribution than accumulation, dumped below the 200-day moving average. And now, after the impulse, you have very weak price action, or just it's up sloping, so it's not bullish. And you're just holding on to it. I mean, this is it. It's like 1 and 2 and then 3 on the top. I mean, it looks like a flag. It looks very much like Bitcoin. Now, what were you saying? Looking left? Talking about looking left at, I don't know, man. I think there's, remember, like on the way up, overhead resistance. On the way down, the bottom resistance, right? Support, excuse me. You know, like, so if you look at it here, how much we've already broken. Yeah, you break this, where you could go. I mean, there's support like 186, 181, you know, 175. I would say between like 180, 175 is really a lot stronger of supports. So you breaking the, and again, it's like literally this is like all the assets on TradingView that are S coins and Bitcoin combined, you know, so it's not gonna be as easy to you know, gauge this, but it does look very similar to Bitcoin, since Bitcoin's like 70% of the market cap. So look, I mean, you saw it one more time. Doesn't it seem like, okay, impulse down, crappy upsloping consolidation, you dump one more time, but maybe you don't make a dump as large as the initial impulse, make one half as large? Well, that would probably bring you down to the very critical strong supports. And look right just a little bit. April 2019. Regarded, it was a support, resistance, maybe it'll be support again before we run. Okay, so I don't know, man. Like, this is D-Day. Yeah, this is like when the capitulatory move happened. But again, I don't know, man. I think you got probably stronger support down here at 181 billion market cap, total market cap. It's not too bad. Does that help any? Pabs, man, you there? Thanks. Okay. What do you want?
Bueller.
Pivotal Points is learning tons, and it's making a difference on my bottom line. Awesome, Pivotal Point. Well, that's wonderful to hear. Man, I hate, maybe I'll move my webcam a bit more like that. So the cloud just keeps like, hey man, I got a cloud head. I'm trying to like be in the middle of it. It's tough, my angle. Just looking at some chat right now. Is that no, it is not a proper measured move. No, a measured move is going to be much steeper, but again, when you sell off and you get to really critical supports, that is when the idea probably becomes clear, when we get down to those levels, that you're making lower levels of negative momentum than the previous impulse. So you're getting less of a move and less negative momo, and that manifests into divergence connect. Is exactly what you want. For a bounce, a more major bounce to the upside. Okay, it doesn't always play out that way, but that's what you always look for. You're looking to make a trade. Okay, TA is not about predicting the future. It's about finding good trade setups that are going to help us have a higher probability of being right versus wrong. That's it, dude. Okay. Prestige Palma. Thanks, appreciate it. The wishes, birthday wishes. It's coming. Brace yourself. Time Feast, you might need to refresh. Dude, music's so loud, dude. Dude, it's too weird. This is not the music I wanted. That's stupid. Okay. It's like my Vet Moon Boy music. Okay. So Sith Tentacle. Okay, anyway, so I was just talking about earlier the short I took on MPC, and it just seems to me even stronger at this point, where it looks like you just have more mature divergence, especially with like the low amount of positive Momo. It's like that waning action. It's not building anymore, so it's like 1, 2, 3, and each time make a higher high, slightly higher high, lower levels of positive Momo, lower levels of real strength, very clear on the RSI. So it's just like impending price action reversal at a 78.6% retrace in a downtrend. So a bearish pattern and a bearish trend. That's wonderful. This is it, man. This is how dreams are made. These types of setups. Okay, you're looking for the bullish patterns and the bullish trends. The bearish patterns aren't going to be near as reliable as maybe we might see on Texas Instruments soon. But then again, Texas Instruments today kind of developed triple MACD bearish divergence when it only had double, and now it like very almost inexistent positive Momo today. So it's like still alive, not quite dead yet, but man, it was trying to break that 1618 and that all-time high, and it's failed for like the third or fourth time now. So we can look at that in a minute. But this, lots of downside potential here at the entry. It's actually out of the entry. It's a little bit lower than the entry now, okay? With the stop loss above X, but also at the same time above the down-sloping resistance in case you ran up and hit that at 66 bucks and then dumped, okay? But it doesn't seem very likely with what our oscillators are telling us, which is extreme amounts of exhaustion. Okay. That's it. Hype for MPC. So we get paid on that. This was Texas Instruments. Also showed Larley. Like, look at this, man. Made a high. Made the same high. Same high. You actually made all-time highs yesterday. And I'm just like, oh my God. Here we go. And then today, pretty decent sell-off back below the all-time high level, that 1618, 130. But you're still above this demand line, the upsloping support. But again, what has developed on that all-time high yesterday was this. And now today with the sell-off, all right, all of a sudden it's already waning on positive Momo. So that's triple MACD bearish divergence, it seems like. So barely holding on by our chinny chin chin, but a lot of times it feels like that at entries before it takes off, especially on daily time scales. Man, it could take days for that churn to happen, for the market to decide, and even the little fake outs, like maybe yesterday could have been a fake out for some people if your stop was too tight. Okay. Man, we're $2.05 away from the best Bitcoin number ever. We could quit life if Bitcoin froze at 8,008. I guess it would be 8,008 and 55 cents. Maybe that's the best number. I don't know. Anyway. And Netflix is up. They had EPS beat it, I think. Yeah, EPS beat. Yeah. $1.47 EPS with the projections of $1.05 EPS. That's momentous. Revenue of $5.25 billion, and it's up over 10% after hours. Wow. Making a comeback, man. Making a freaking comeback. Huh. Nearly an 88% retrace. So it lost from that December of 2018 low. It lost 88% of its value. Started rising to the upside, and then earnings. And then what happened, man? Popped. $316 or so. This is where you are right here. So that's a deep retrace. So I get it. I mean, like, earnings is a catalyst for big moves, the upside downside, and it can go either way. Coin flip. So I mean, if you're all of a sudden making lower highs than your previous high and you're selling off, I mean, you pivoting here, going short, high risk always, but highest risk when you're trying to go short or long right before earnings. So. Right, don't fall in hate or love with an asset. That's okay.
Happy birthday, man. Wish I could throw some confetti on you as you did for me on my birthday, the first week I found you on YouTube.
AJ Productions, man, thanks for the $10, and hey man, you can. There's your confetti. Alright, you're throwing confetti on me. It was a confetti request. Thanks so much, dudes. It's really like, I don't know, it depends on. Sorry, dude. Yeah, I know. PC's freaking out. But just depends on when you want to call it my birthday. If you're Eastern time, Central time. Again, some places in the world, it is my birthday already. So, depends where you are. Thank you for the 10, dude. AJ. So either way, man, it was high risk for short and long because earnings, you know, like leading up to earnings. Coin flip, because again, you can have a top to bottom beat, and then your guidance is bad, and then you dump. Then you can have a miss on your EPS, and then your guidance gets raised, and then you pop. So why would we want that? Why would we want 8,008? 13.5. That's inverse. That's like the worst number ever, right? 13.55. That's bad, dude. Ompt 92, man. You should go rewind to the beginning of the stream. I give people 5 minutes to get in here before I analyze Bitcoin, so you know, you get it. Sofos, man. You too. Hey, Lord Dumpington's here. I haven't seen him in a while. What's up, dude? So bearish on Wells Fargo. Yeah. Until it's not. Okay. Until it breaks above the 786, and then above the 886, really. Yeah. But it kind of sucks. I mean, like Bank of America, you know, the leaders are having earning beats, and they're up. I feel like in the position I had left on Wells Fargo, I lucked out a little bit to where it was lacking in volatility a lot. You know, it was up yesterday, and remember what they did. There were like 250,000 fake accounts or something in 2016. I can't remember. It was real bad fundamentally, but yeah, you just take a technical play on something. And Baba's even rallying back after hitting the golden retrace of the bearish Gartley. So silver mug, red mug. Yeah, dude, I'm definitely drinking a beer right now. Okay. Dude, I gotta get back my progressive house, man. This is just maybe if I get a Vet Moonboy hat on one day, I'll change it up. Okay. The music to this, what we've been listening to. It's just a little preview. I don't know. There's Johnny M in the mix, but I don't think it's progressive house. So let's shift gears for a second again and go back to someone wanted Link out there. in the atmosphere. Been looking at this in log scale and continuing to sell off. Go figure. I mean, it makes sense why you'd sell off. There's nothing wild about this. You were walked through this assets moves if it was going to do it, right? Like if it broke above 208 and could hold above it with a confirmation, it confirmed and back tested and then ran to the next available resistance. And guess what? A lot of sell orders up there at 275. You know, it had an up thrust and some wicks even higher. Got to 312 and now it's been selling off, and it's okay still. It's really like not a big deal. I mean, impulse up, you're still consolidating, you're still at a very reasonable level of retrace, still pretty shallow. So it's still a valid potential flag. But I mean, we got pretty freaking close. We were like 10 cents off back testing 208, which is exactly what we said could happen yesterday. And someone's like, when could maybe an area value be in place for Link? Maybe at the back test, which again, 10 cents off. Thing got down to $2.18, already back up to $2.38, 20 cents. Boom. Barely down today. 1.6 pennies. Hype. Okay, element OP. Yeah, Bitcoin hovering. Still hovering, man. What's up, Zoot? Thanks, dude. Appreciate the wishes. Alex, you too, man. Hey, Gavin. Oh, there's Heath himself. He said chinny chin chin, man. My man. What? Awful. Friggin' awful, man. I don't know, man. Energy is just... Remember it had the pop with Saudi Arabia, and then it's now at lower prices than it was before the event occurred that was the catalyst to make the big pop to the upside. That's why I really don't feel... I have a couple energy stocks that I'm shorting, and they're like harmonics, they're like technical reasons, but the fundamentals are pretty decent too, based on just the downtrend and all that. Oh, someone's like asking about SM Energy. Sure, a lot better than SM. Whatever.
Hey, much love the stream. Can you check out SM Energy? It seems to be at strong support with heavy div. Thanks.
I had read the future, man. I was coming for your asset, man. Thank you so much, dude. Look here! Look, listen! Thanks to 420 ELD. Wow. You could have saved yourself 420, man. I was doing it for free. Thanks, dude. Okay, so... Is it a wedgie wedge? I don't know, man. Let's just mess around. We got a clean slate here. Look at that downswing resistance, the supply line. We're just connecting 1 and 2. Oh my goodness. Could be wedging. See, it's like weird because there are some energy stocks that are like booming and are gone parabolic, and there's some that are like this. And look at this, man. 98% retrace from that February 2016 low. I think that was the end of the glut. Maybe for this. I'm sure the catalyst for the big move down was the oil glut. You can hear the music, man. What is happening? Well, anyway, with that being said, I guess I see a little bit of divergence, but I don't know, like, if it's turning around or not. You know, you're near the bottom of the trend line. for the weekly. Crap. But you can still see it on the weekly. Let me go back. So what do we got going on the weekly? Yeah, we certainly do have bullish divergence. I mean, look, it's like a low on price, a low on price, a lower low on price, a lower low on price, and yeah, it's like every time you're doing that, you're making higher levels of relative strength, pretty much, man. So getting beaten down, but no bullish candle yet that has emerged that might act as the reversal, like a bullish hammer or an inverted hammer or a doji, or abandoned baby, bullish engulfing candle. None of that's happened yet, right? Just a red candle on a lower low of the lowest low we've seen since, literally the lowest candle low close we've seen since, wow. Since freaking like 2000, April 2000, because these candle low closes are actually higher than where we closed today. So today we made the lowest candle low close since freaking spring of 2000. No big deal, man. No big freaking deal at all, right? Okay. So you also got to think about, with that being said, look at this. Look here, listen. Oh, what? Oh my God, I'm in log scale. I'm an idiot. Wow, that screws everything up. Okay, can I like redact everything I said? Because, yeah, that's just not going to play ball near the same at all. But, I mean, if you say $32, okay. September 2018, you're at $33, and now you're at freaking $7.71. You could definitely make the argument the log scale is valid. Okay, but I can't. It almost looks like X, A, B, C, D, right? Where your PCZ levels, all that stuff, stopping out below $6.92, $7. So yeah, man, I think it definitely is safe to say 34 to 750, lowest lows on candle close since 2000. Log scale might be appropriate here, but if not, I mean, there's just a really, look at that rounding action. I don't know, man. It looks like your higher high. Then you dumped. I mean, you can draw the trend lines, whatever you want to do, but yeah, pretty much in log scale, very critical areas, and if you don't hold that, well, 368. Lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, right? Every time. Distribution. No accumulation. Not yet, anyway. I don't know. It's like all this stuff being said, maybe you've got a little combination here of like divergence on the weekly, the falling wedge, whatever on the daily. The daily's not showing divergence, right? I mean, I guess a little bit, but again, it could change, like where it sells off tomorrow. So daily, weekly, RSI divergence, the wedge near the 100% retrace from 2016, February 2016. So yeah, this is definitely like high risk for a short. I'll tell you that. Very high risk for a short. A long? Maybe. It's okay. But there might be better opportunities out there. Assets, remember, that are in uptrends and long-term bull trends that are showing bullish patterns like this, that's what you're looking for more than, you know, things that are in gnarly downtrends. They've been in downtrends since 2014. Okay. Oof. What's going on with this music, dude? Come on, dude. Johnny M, what you doing, man? I don't need any more females just making moaning noises. That's just not really good music to me. I don't like it. Doesn't hit my ears very well. Moaning with music. We already checked out Link, dude. So yeah, all caps, no please, no question. Just demand I look at Link when I looked at it like last asset or 2 assets ago. Just rewind. Good God. Yeah, Skyward. Dude, if someone says boobies, don't delete it. It's okay, dude. Like, if someone says boobies, it's gonna be fine, man. Like, geez. Just think about the amount of disgusting, bad, terrible stuff, profanity that children are exposed to every day. If someone says boobies in here, I'm cool with it. I'm completely fine with it. Heck, Bitcoin sometimes, look how close Bitcoin is to saying boobies, right? All I'm saying. What's up, who knew? Sound like Ulrich Bachmann? What? I only know Lars Ulrich. Known active known for love affair? What? I don't know, dude. I don't get the reference there. Okay. Oh, gotcha. Booby spam in the chat. Oh God, please don't do that. But okay, so like altcoins across the market had a bad one, had a bad day, 5% day. Pretty normal though. Normal 5% losses. I would say it's not as common that you get 5% gains anymore than 5% losses in crypto. Even though you do get it every now and then. Well, let's just pick a random scrub loser asset. IOTA. Okay, here's your IOTA, man. I think this is weak. You have an impulse up and then you rally like this, and you're starting to like, almost looks like it's beginning to round. It's like making slightly higher highs. What's happening when you're making those slightly higher highs? You're making lower levels of positive momentum. Almost looks like it's ready to sell off again. Dang, dude. Once these things get these pops, there's just like, once it sells off again, it runs up and just looks really freaking weak. Weak price action. What's up, Sultan, man? Yes, still hanging on to X. Yeah, I'm losing. But hey, that's the beauty of when you have positions that are all proportionate. It's okay, man. You don't like it, Skyward. He doesn't like it, man. Everyone point at Skyward, dude. So we've got 2 minutes, chat. Oh, let's go ahead and do it. We gotta get to Bitcoin. Not IOTA. Trash. Super trash, dude. Had a downtrend, broke the downtrend, dumped, went back to the critical support, rallied. The rally is very weak. I think I've seen it do it before like that. Well, so far so good on the idea. Just not quite where we want to be. Haven't lost the positive momentum yet. Once this daily closes in, I don't know, less than 60 seconds, we will see where the, I mean, you're going to have even lower levels of positive Momo, getting closer and closer to neutral. And eventually we're looking for the negative Momo to come in. It could be way less than this too, but if it sells off like $1,000, you would probably get something like this, a big spike. Now, if it's $400 or $500, maybe half that, whatever, but just depends on the amount of movement we'll get once the consolidation has reached its breakout point to the downside. Okay, or upside, you know, rectangle, whatever, could always rally up to 92.61. We don't discount any idea just because we literally don't know, and it's technical analysis is not about knowing what's going to happen next. You don't have to know. We're completely okay with that. Yeah, BTC, GBTC is terrible, dude. Getting wrecked. Like every day almost, right? Yep. It did. It gapped down, actually. Crazy, man. Was it 9:26 yesterday, and then today at open, opened at 9:14, and is sold off all day to 8.76. Very, very weak. Very bad. So that, I think the first support's at 8.27, which we have not hit. And now, finally, Grayscale Bitcoin Trust is below, as of today, the 200 moving average. No, we're at 8,000. Well, no, we're at 7,000. It just depends which, you know, we're looking at one. Then the other, holy crap, man, what happened? There we go, I think we're good. Daily has officially closed. Yes, sir. Your new daily, as you can see, the previous candle just made a lower low than the previous low. No reversal candle, no reason to believe that the reversal's here. There's no reason to believe why the selling's done based on the bearish engulfing candle and then the follow through price action. I mean, we could easily see lower prices again today. Well, it's interesting, Jesse Dell. What's up, man? How you doing? Hope you're having a good Wednesday. What's up, Drew? Yeah, Rich, maybe we looked at Chainlink. Everyone, let it be known to the world that we looked at Chainlink a little earlier in the stream. Okay. I might have to start doing a screen capture thing like literally right here and just put it in a rectangle and have a screen capture for like a Word document or Evernote and just have like assets looked at already and then we post them. But I'm not going to do the timestamp or the minute, but man, that's just a lot more work per stream to have to do that, have to set that up. But it could maybe help curb questions. But you know what? The people requesting assets probably won't even look at this. They'll probably just come in stream and then start wanting what they want, demanding it.
Hey Mitch, could you look at Snap? 4 hours RSI. Earnings right around the corner, just like your birthday day. Warm wishes, Feels birthday man.
Thanks, Anonymous. Yeah, we can look at Snapchat. Thank you, dude. Crazy. When I had like 3,000 subs last year, man, it was a different environment than it is today. It's wild. I can't even believe it. It feels almost like the same, but not at all. It's crazy, dude. Like you wouldn't even believe, if you were a viewer last year, you wouldn't even believe the difference. If you actually saw the streams for the month of October to now, you'd be like, dang, dude. Okay. How's it even possible? Snapchat broke out of an uptrend it was in since $5. It reached a pinnacle of 1836. I guess we can do that. So still looking for more selling on Bitcoin. You're waning on positive Momo. Let's see if it can continue to lower lows. Maybe we can get a golden retrace at the 618, 7250 or so, and maybe show some bullish upwards, and then we might get a round to the upside again. All right, so Snapchat and that previous high, major high to low, we ran up and did what? We double topped at a 78% retrace, very, very high. It hit an overhead resistance the first time from March 1st, 2018. Even had that plotted right there. Wait, sorry, right here. My bad. You were off probably by like 5 cents hitting that. Before selling off and then attempting your rally. It was a slightly lower high than the previous high. It was still a double top either way. And then again, the demand line was broken. And you made the lowest low today on candle close of the entire correction once it started, really like back in July. Rafi, stop watching. How about that? Does that equate to what you said? Okay, so deep retrace, 78%. That's like where shorts see value, and especially in a downtrend, value. So high risk for longs up here. Troy Davis, thanks for the follow on Instagram, man. Appreciate it. Okay. Low to high. Not even at the 38% retrace. Seriously. Wow. So probably almost certainly going to hit $13.24. I don't think you're holding on to a support of any kind. Or there's a gap fill down at like $7. I don't know if you're going to hit that. But remember, anywhere between $10 and $13.24 is your golden zone. So reversal at each fib node is possible. Normally at the fib nodes, you're looking for divergence on significant time scales. So you don't even have that close. So maybe the 382, you run up, you make a lower high than your previous highs, you sell off again to the 50%, 1150, 1160. Okay. Oh, I could set up a night bot for assets looked at. I don't know if we could do that, Joe M. I don't know at all. It might be a lot easier for me to just manually do it because I would have to literally manually type into Nightbot anyway, right? And more people are going to look at the screen maybe than the chat, I would think, based on the amount of engagement in chat for the amount of viewers, right? It's like most people are watching on their TVs. So if they see it on the TV, right, they're going to be, okay, I can see it. I can make it visible at all times. I can actually, it's his birthday there. I can still have the amount of assets we looked at. In the little black box below birthday, maybe we could have something like that. I don't know. We'll have to think about it. I've seen people do things like that before. You know, just like people playing video games and they're requesting things. So we can give it a shot. So I've been live for 1 hour and 5 minutes. If you're enjoying the live stream, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Thanks so much for being here on this Wednesday, mid-October. Beautiful times. Well, it's actually really dreary outside. Like, finally, for the first time since like April for where I live, it's not looked good. It's like gross outside and rainy and like constantly overcast, which is a breath of fresh air, really.
When we reach the stars, I will be here celebrating with everyone. Keep your head upward, sir. It gets better, I promise. Let's fill those bags while we still can. Here's to another great show. You deserve it. B-Dog out.
Thanks, B-Dog. Brandon Man for the 3s. Hey, man. Well, we reached the stars in June. Well, it was really throughout the year. Things just on the downside now. We're just correcting. We're having a big correction chat. Dang it, dudes. Well, Bitfinex is $8,008 right now. Dang. Get with it, Coinbase. But either way, I mean, you can see it right here.
Oh, it feels so good!
I had to do it once, man. I know we're not getting the coveted 5, but you get it. Crap. So, I don't know, man. I could get another beer or something, since it's like, you know, I guess an occasion or whatever. I haven't drank since Saturday until like right now. I had 1 beer, so I don't know what to do, man. Normally it's just so easy to know what to do. I could just... Hold on a sec. Oh, dude, are you kidding me? I hate Streamlabs so much, man. There's got to be a way to get rid of that Streamlabs crap that invasively embeds its bullcrap, stupid link in my stream. Legit. So invasive, dude. It's like kudzu. Kudzu, the Japanese weed or whatever. The people in the States brought over in the early 1900s, late 1800s because of irrigation, yet it has no natural predators here, so it runs invasive, insane. And now some idiot from Georgia, some idiot that researches in Georgia, brought over the kudzu bug, and so that we went from one problem with the kudzu to now we have kudzu bugs that have no natural enemies. It's like family of the stink bug, and so those things run rampant. Birds don't eat them because they're disgusting. Like they're, you know, a bird bites into a kudzu bug and it's gross. They don't want it. They don't eat it. Inedible for birds. So those people literally took one problem and made another big problem. Dude, if you've never seen kudzu bugs, you're not living life, dude. It's crazy. A nice tree in my front yard. Yeah, dude. It's everywhere in the, it's really the deep south, southeast, Alabama, Georgia, real bad. I think parts of Florida maybe, South Carolina, North Carolina, Tennessee. That's where that kudzu is now. And the kudzu bug at this point. Not that kind of weed. Okay, Nathaniel, calm down. No cipher on Zoom, but we've already looked at it, and it was showing divergence, but just more selling, the lowest low we've seen on Zoom since April of this year. All right, falling wedge. What's going on? Why is it off? There you go. 1 and 2. 886 is down here at 65, 30 or so. Why is this off? What the heck? All right, so there's just not much room left. The apex is down here. There's no room, dude. So it's like you could maybe tomorrow hit 65.53. That might be an area. Well, look, you were showing divergence, and now the negative momentum is building again. And look, your all-time lows on the RSI on the daily at 25.55. Are you insane? Is this crazy? So this could definitely still be asking to break to the upside on Zoom. ZM. He's like, ooh, is that a cipher? X, A, B, C. Bullish ciphers never have lower highs. They always, the characteristic of a cipher is higher highs. If anything, this is a bat. X, A, B, C. And guess what the PCZ is of the bullish bat? Oh, it just happens to be the 88.6% retrace. Sweet mother of God. We might be onto something on Zoom video communications. The pattern completion zone 6540. You're just a little off the entry. This could be a low risk, high reward opportunity. Dude, seriously, right? Not much data, but again, it's a huge. The entirety of its existence has now become a large harmonic. No, it's not over for X. No. Dude, I told you it's position trade. It's not a swing trade. It's like something one would hold for like a year or two. No, I did not see the debate yesterday, thank God. But I do have a new sound clip of some idiot in the debate, I think.
Clipping coupons in the stock market.
We're clipping coupons in the stock market, man. I know so much about the stock market because I'm a career politician. I've never done anything in my life but be a politician.
Clipping coupons in the stock market.
What an idiot, dude. Seriously. Of course I've been attacked by fire ants. They are also a very invasive you know, insect or whatever you want to call it. Not from America. Where'd it come from? Chat, do you know? Oh, wait, I'm not going to let you answer. They come from, I believe, Chile or Peru. And they showed up at the ports of Mobile way back in the early 1900s, and very aggressive type of ant that definitely cannibalizes, kills colonies of local ants. And they bite, and they have venom in their bites, and it hurts a lot. So, yeah, fire ants, of course. That's all. Oh yeah, Raffy, that's literally all I do. Yeah, right. Okay, it's literally all I do, dude. Yeah, I don't do anything else. Like, my stream name is not me analyzing Bitcoin for free every single day for you, right? Not me doing this, not doing static videos for you, looking for trade setups in the stock market. That's all I do. Yeah, dude, you're completely right. Jesus Christ, man. Of course they are. That's where they showed up, Jesse Dow. That's like the port, the Mobile port, where they came on a ship a long time ago. You want to see the dollar today continuing to sell off? Interest rates go up. Not really good for the dollar. And the dollar was also forming a wedge, but it also, since March of this year, once it's hit that 75% trend line, they go to some channel 1 time, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times in a row. Every time it's just been unable to break above it. It's insane, man. It's like the cane toad to get rid of bugs and alligators. Can't even eat them. Their only predators is a crow because it flips them over and eats them from their underside. Oh my god. Sounds insane, dude. Well, even though it's just the US dollar, it's still respected divergence. A high and then a higher high. And upsloping resistance and then failed and dumped. Regarded it better than the upsloping resistance anchoring from 1 and 2. It's pretty nice. XRP will be number 1. Okay, dude. Sure it will. Sure it will. Sure. Ubiquity, yeah. Momo ship continuing to run. Wonderful. Also looking like wedge stuff. It broke it. It back tested not once but twice, and it's going from the high point of the structure to the low point. You're getting there, man. You're getting really close. 131 is the beginning of that golden zone, and it could run all the way to 147 before reversal. And then you've got that critical overhead resistance of 136.85 right there. Okay, yeah, big correction. Irregular bearish activity after an otherwise stupendous uptrend. Yeah, moves like this usher in corrections, and those corrections last a while. Okay, we're top April 2019. It's wild. We have not made at all a higher high. You must break 137, back test it and hold it before running again. All right. Yeah, stink bugs. They are. They try to like get in my attic and hibernate there, and then like have baby stink bugs. So I have to like go up my attic and spray down hard as F. Them, and believe it or not, they're like ladybugs, but they're not red. They're like orange. They look very similar, but they're not the same. Okay, so this is a UI, Ubiquity. That was for you, dude. Yeah, the Momo shift looking good, man. Let's keep it going. Let's at least get to 131 and at least respect that retrace stuff. But we know from the previous high to low, you're already like 50% plus retrace. So not overbought, meaning I think that it's fair to have that major high because you broke the structure. So fibbing up here is good. And not being overbought means there is still upside potential to get to that at least 38% retrace. Okay, so thanks so much for coming out today. Halfway prepared. I'm fully prepared, okay. So I'll just be back sometime, maybe tomorrow or something. I don't know. It's like there's just no need for me to stream twice a day, and definitely not to stream 2 hours. And that's okay, man. You know, we looked at a lot of assets today, and we'll keep looking at them. So thanks so much for Brandon, Anonymous, ELD, AJ Productions, and Pivotal Point, and Rush Pabs for the contributions today. Keep your eye on the charts. Maybe we're still flagging on Bitcoin. Watch my static video if you haven't. Thanks for coming out. Until next time, respect the TA.
Mm-hmm.